Good morning, great billionaires of Vatican Garden Estates. I hope you're all doing wonderfully well. I'm very delighted to see your faces once again. And today is going to be a very wonderful day because we're going to be addressing a very, very important topic. Very important. And what makes it important is that we are giving you ideas that will enable you to develop your own real estate brand. Let me make mention of this. The greatest impact any man can make is by contributing to another man's greatness, no matter how little it is. As we are all seated here as a company, we are all contributing to our greatness. You contribute to our own greatness, and we also contribute to your own greatness. And so that is why we have brought up this topic, because we don't want you all to just, end up as only realtors alone. We want to ensure that you also have the ideas needed to start your own real estate brand. And so today, I'll really like each and every one of us to sit tight and have an open heart, because this particular topic, I'm very sure each and every one of us here, we have an idea on how to build a real estate brand. Each and every one of us here. But you see what? The idea we have might not be enough. We probably need some extra other information to add to what we know, so as to take. And so I really, really want you all to please pay attention to what we're going to be discussing today, because it's going to help us a lot. All right, before we begin, let's have a short prayer. In Jesus' name, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you, Lord God, for gathering us here once again. Thank you, Lord God, because you know that you have been faithful to us and you continue to be faithful to us. Heavenly Father, as we go into this session, we pray, oh Lord, that you grant us an understanding heart, that we may have the grace to practice whatever it is we learn today. Thank you, blessed Father, for in Jesus' name we have prayed. All right, so I'll be calling on our speaker. Our speaker is going to be someone we already know, but we should know that even if he's the owner of the brand, even if he's not the person that owns this whole company, he still has the ideas. He still goes to deliver to us ideas that we can add to what we already know. Let's give it up for Mr. Success as he comes.
Okay. The lights. Good morning, everyone. Our face is so shining this morning. I'm so happy to see everybody here. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for coming around. So it's another great day this morning. Wow, it's been a long time, sir. How are you doing, sir? Thank you so much for coming around. Despite the weather in Lagos this morning, but we are happy that we are alive. So today, not to waste so much time, we're working on building a real estate brand. Building a real estate brand, very, very important topic this morning, and it's a quick one. So please just let me switch off the switch behind you. There's a switch behind you. Just on the switch for me, the light switch. Okay, so we're talking about building a real estate brand. I keep saying this thing every time. Whatever you're doing in life, whatever business you're doing in life, if you continue to maintain a particular method, a particular protocol, a particular way of doing that business, you might not go far, because every day, every time, things keep changing. Things keep coming in a new way. And that is why you must keep learning, unlearn, and relearn every day in order to advance in your business. So we're talking about building a real estate brand. Branding is so important, even more than you, the CEO of a business. This is what many people have not come to understand. Your brand is very, very more than important than you, the owner of the business. And that is why you must work on branding. If you eat in the morning, you eat your food, you dress up, you go to your office, you do whatever you are doing, you take care of yourself, you drive. If you don't take care of your brand, the day you go, your brand ceases to exist. So that's why brand is so important, even more than you, the owner of the business. We live in a world where we have so many companies that have outgrown the owner. We have so many companies in Nigeria that after the owner died or something happened to the owner, the company folded up. Why? There was no branding. There was no management on branding. And that is why when they are gone, the company is gone. That is why we're talking about this branding today, not just for us, but for the future generations coming after us. So this is so important. Brand is very, very important in business. That's why we have so many business overseas that they are still in this country. They have lived for 100 years, 150 years, and so many years. Why? Because they understand this concept of branding. I'm not sure you can mention up to 2 or 3 companies in Nigeria that have stayed up to 100 years. A man was talking to me about it and was telling me that is his passion. He's trying to build businesses, trying to make people grow their business to even outgrow them. And he was telling me, you mentioned some companies that he said there was only one he could say that one is up to 100 days in Nigeria. And that's one of these companies, I think is Alabuko or something, this balm company. Yes, they have stayed up to 100 years in Nigeria. That's because they understand this concept of branding. Now, remember, whatever we do at Sepat Profile Limited, it is beyond just teaching for real estate only. It's called business through real estate masterclass. So whatever you learn here, it is beyond only for real estate. You can use it to apply in your other businesses you do, because many of us have other businesses we are doing apart from real estate business. So you can apply to whatever business you are doing to, just once you understand the concept. Now, for us in real estate business, we're talking about building a real estate brand. You might say, why do I need to build a brand? I'm not a CEO or I'm not a real estate company. I'm just a realtor. Why do I need to build a brand since I'm just a realtor? Now, but like I said, the Queen of England, many of them, or many of all these world leaders, they use this word, we, not I. When they tell you, we're going to make sure we meet up to your demands, most of the time, even that we, the function or the delivery of that demand they're talking about is from I. But they will say we. That's why you see some people, they are doing some business. They are the only one doing the business, so it's their shop. But they will tell you, we'll get back to you. There's no secretary, there's no manager, but the person is telling you we. That we there represents the word brand, not I. So even God understands the concept of branding. And that was why he said, let us. He did not say, let me. He says, let us make man. God has a brand. And that is why you as a business owner must have a brand too. And God understands the concept of branding. How about record on OBS? God understands the concept of branding. So you must understand this branding. So God says, let us. He did not say, let me. So you cannot just come and say, no, I'm just a realtor, nothing about branding concern me. Let me just do my business, sell land, and order. No, let me say this before I proceed. If you close any company, you sold a particular portion of land or any property, by God's grace, we are coming up with buildings that will start selling very, very soon. Now, if you sell any property in Sepat Profile Limited and your client was about to buy another one, maybe later, in the next few years or next 2 years, and the client did not call you, you have failed in that transaction. Let me say it again. I'm not saying because I'm Sepat Profile Limited employee or what, or I'm a worker or a manager here. What I'm saying is, in essence, is this. If you sell a land or sell a property or sell a building or close a deal in this company, and next year the client was about to come back to buy again, and they did not consult you, they came directly to the company, you failed in your transaction. You didn't do well. Your success in business is beyond your initial progress. It's beyond your initial closing of these, but the progressive aspect of it, the referrals you get. Your clients, were they able to refer you to their brothers to come and buy? Were they able to refer to their sisters, their friends, their colleagues to come and buy? That shows if you did well in your branding and in your business. So as a matter of fact, no matter how the client loves Sepat Profile Limited, who they are seeing first of all is you before Seplat. So they must call you before they consult to Seplat because you are doing well in your branding. But if you're not doing well in your branding, they will ignore you and just go straight. So that's why we're teaching you all these things, not just for us, but for other business you are doing and for other things. you are doing in life. Now let's go straight forward to define what is a brand. Now let's talk about what is a brand simple definition. And it says definition: a brand is a name given to a product or services such that it takes on an identity by itself. A brand is also likely to survive longer than just an undifferentiated product. A brand is akin to a living being. It has an identity and personality, name, culture, vision, emotion, and intelligence. I was saying earlier that a brand is even more powerful than the CEO. That is why you must try to maintain this culture of branding. If you enter this company, Zipper Profile Limited, what do you see when it comes to they're talking about emotion, identity? Now, if you enter this company now, if you're observant, you observe some things about branding in this company. The things we do, the way we portray them, the colors we use, even in our interior decoration. This brand is about blue and red when it comes to color. Or C plat. Now it's having blue and red. That means it's C plat profile limited. You cannot come tomorrow and see yellow on this wall. added me on the group. And when I saw it, I said, in the midst of all these, my uncles, my big men, I said, no, let me just see Kokoma, keep quiet. So they were planning for a funeral and they were talking, discussing, doing meetings. So I was not playing, I went up to play back some of the voice notes they've been talking about, the meetings they've been having. And I was surprised to hear one of my uncle. He told my senior brother to add me on the group, that they should not look me as a small boy again, that they should add me on the group, that they are seeing me flying with a aeroplane up and down, that them are riding bicycle, and they should add me on the group. I can even give them money, I can support them. I see. So I went and checked it. I went and checked my uncle's profile picture. I don't even recognize him. So I was like, this one, you're even seeing me. You're even my friend on Facebook, but I don't even know you. So these are people who are seeing whatever we are doing. They may not say anything, but they're observing you. They're observing you. One of my other uncles the other day saw me. I was like, pastor, you're doing pastor. We don't even see you anywhere. You just be hiding every time. I laughed. I said, so this man, you still know me. People are seeing whatever we are doing. That's why you must, even in your business aspect, keep posting. Keep posting, keep doing, keep pushing your brand. Keep promoting your brand. I'll show you how to do that brand very soon. So now, I'll say something about things are much, when you try to change maybe a broker or something, moving to a different broker, things are much more difficult and it's almost like starting over again. Let me give an instance now. You're in a company right now and you're answering Victor Properties and you refuse to build that brand in so many ways, to promote it in so many ways, even in your children's mind. Now, the day you leave, maybe travel or go out in the business, or peradventure God takes you home in your old age. Maybe one of your sons will now be like, I want to go into. Let me just say one of your sons now be like, okay, let me just start a property company too, maybe real estate company. Since my father did this thing and it worked for him, let me just take over. Because many of us, our children are likely to do what we did as a business. That's if we did well. If we did well, our children are likely to take over. Let me give an instance now. Do you think Mr. Dixon's son will wake up tomorrow and tell him, I don't want to be a real estate business owner? You want to enter the business too. So imagine you not build that brand in a very good way, and your son or daughter want to take over the company. They will now come and bring a new name. It's like starting afresh again to build the company. Stressful thing. But if your brand was maintained, your name, your company logo, your company color was maintained, the integrity, everything was maintained, they'll just pick up from where you stop and keep moving forward. Your name will stay 100 years, keep moving. People still connecting. People still connecting. People still be like, you people have been in the business for years. It's not about who is pushing the business now, it's about the name. It's not about the CEO, it's about as far as the name is still there. So time to time, CEOs, they die, they resign, they retire, but the company name is still moving forward. MTN will not say today we want to change our CEO. So in that case, the new CEO that will come in, bring up your new name, that company will die. Definitely it will die. So people keep maintaining that name. Let's move forward. Now, by investing in branding yourself as a realtor, you are making your business transitional, like I said. So if you choose to go to a new office, you won't have to start from the ground up. So where do you begin? Use these 7 steps I'm about to show you to start building your real estate brand today. Let's move forward. Now I'm going to show you 7 steps to build a real estate brand. And what is your brand? 7 steps to build this brand. Now, branding is beyond things I've been saying about colors, name. There are some other attitude, characters that you do. I know that, okay, yes, this is part of my brand. Let me give you an instance. I won't mention the name of the company. I went to a particular logistic company to send a goods to my clients. Now, when I got there, I sat down. One thing about me is this. I'm so observant in my business dealings with people. And I love, now one thing I do, I'm so observant. If I'm doing business with you, I may not bring out my wisdom. I may not bring out every tricks I have. I may not bring out anything I'm doing. I'm waiting first to see your first impression in that business. Last week, I went for a job at Lekki. And now, from the agreement I have with this guy, he's supposed to pay me immediately I come to the job, my remaining balance. But when I came after the whole job, he said I should go and he will send me money. I said, okay, no, well, I will still go. Now, what I'm saying in essence is, my friend was telling me, okay, take your money from this guy now. I said, no, leave him. I'm trying to understand his style in business. Let me know if I will do again or not. So I allow people to give me that first impression. Let me know the way you run your business. So what I'm saying is, I'm so observant while doing business with people. So I went to a logistic company because the one I used to use before, they don't travel to where I want to go to. They don't go to where I want to go to for the same delivery. So I went to another one and I sat down there and I saw how they were attending to customers. Madam, please, can you sit inside? Wait for us. We'll call you in. The whole thing was just so stressful. You will stay there for 2 hours. They're not attend to you yet because they are slow. They don't even care. They will press the laptop. They will go and carry this one. I was like, this my former company was not doing like this. So their own is excellent. Because you have multiple staff waiting for you. Anyone you see, just go there. They'll attend to you, package your stuff, and put. You are done. But this place, just to weigh one single item, I stayed over 1 hour of my whole day. Other people are still waiting outside. So when I go there, I said, no, this is not good for this business. Now, this is a top logistic company. Top. One thing people do is this. When they are starting up in business, they are excellent. They are good. They do everything, provide excellent customer services. But once they have grown and become a household name, they start misbehaving, even their staff. But they fail to understand that you can build something for so many years and it will crash in one day. One day is enough to kill a business. And that's why even you, as you grow to be employing people, know the kind of people you employ. Employ people who don't just look at their selfish interest, but the interest of the company. Because staff will just, they don't even care. Their own is after, they will still pay me salary. I was like, how can I stay here for over 1 hour? Your people are not even attending to me. And not even, and if you see them talking, madam, please sit down. We'll attend to you. No excellent customer services. Talking to anybody anyhow. And when I was like, I think you're the only one doing business. Some other people will come up and take over very soon. I had to chat up my other company because I have many of their contacts. I chat up one of their managers. I told her that you people are really, really doing well. Said you people are doing well. Look at your competitors. Look at what they are doing. Please keep up the good work. The woman said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll keep it up. Because you might think we are doing well, let me just relax and misbehave. You lose your customers. Now, if this my other company, Venture, starts going to that particular state now, I will rush to them and say, thank God you people are going now. Because you are giving me good services. Now, imagine I went to this other company and they delivered so well to me more than that one. I'll be like, you people are doing well. So let me just leave this what I'm doing before. These are people relate with you. So don't look at, I don't have an office yet. Don't look at, I don't have, whatever. I don't have a shop. I don't have a company. Yourself alone is a brand. The way you talk, the way you relate is a brand. So let people, when they meet you, they love to come back to you again because of how excellent you are. One of our speakers came here the other time in our old office, and he was saying he got a house from a house agent. Now, after renting the apartment, this agent, he said, whosoever of his friends now will call him and say, please, I need a house agent, he will definitely send that man's number to them. Why? See, this man, even after giving him the house to rent, this man will always come once in a while to meet him, to visit him. Old man. Say, how are you? How is everything? Hope the thing is not leaking. Hope there's no problem. Somebody have eaten the money for how many years? He still cares about the customer, about the client. So this guy said, whenever anybody is asking me for an agent for house, I must send them the man's number because of what? Excellent customer services. This man still cares about me, although we are done with our transaction. But that's one thing. You see, it's not just about closing the deal, it's about continuity. Referrals. Many stores are coming up after the days. Very, very important. So now, first, number one, define your brand. Define your brand. What is my business all about? What am I doing? What is this thing all about? Is it only about land or building inclusive? About land or, I will still say farm or say whatever stuff. Define your brand. What defines a strong personal brand? That's the question. The first, The first step is identifying your own personal strength. What sets you apart from your competitor? Perhaps you have years of experience, work exclusively with buyers or sellers, are proficient with first-time home buyers, know how to navigate specific types of lending programs, or perhaps you just love pets. All of these things create buckets of opportunity for people to identify and select you as the person they want to work with when branding your real estate business. So define your brand. Define your brand. Know the things you want to do. Know the things you have strength for. Your experience in work, the way you know about land, the way you know about land titles, the way you negotiate with clients. Define these things first. Define your brand. Define your brand. I'll be going deeper in all these things in the next slides now. And I'll be giving you examples, practical examples of how these things works. So define to do. I'm into the media industry. I'm into photography and media industry. And I don't disturb myself with everything I see. Yes, I can do other ones, but there are some aspects I love my focus to be on. I love improving myself on those places. For instance, now, whenever you mention my brand and the media industry there, one of my definition and focus of that my brand is in the aspect of events. I love events. I love shooting events. I enjoy it. Weddings, funerals, birthdays. That's what I love to do. But there are people who are in the same industry. That's not really their focus. That's not really their joy. They derive joy in music. They derive joy in football, other games, nightclubs. These are their own aspect of their own brand. So these are they define their own brand. So, but me, I love this aspect of events. So define your brand. If you want to sell only building, fine. You want to sell land, join, fine. Just define the kind of things you want to be doing. So when you are not quoting your name, you won't come and say Grace Properties when you are still selling. How will I use now? When you are selling what do I use now? When you are selling gari or rice, it's not rhyming to the name you are giving. You're talking about properties here. So define your brand. That's what will make you to understand, your name or whatever you want to use to do it. Let's move forward. Now, number 2 is analyze your audience. Who are my audience? Who are the people that will come after this brand? Look at them, analyze them. Check stuffs. When you start branding yourself in real estate, you should first take a look at your audience. Does your marketing stand in line with the type of audience we are trying to reach? Now, let me talk about this for now. You see, many of us, and most of us that are of age now, let me say this: we might be wasting time on social media. Yes, Facebook. One of our Facebook resource persons is here, Mr. Victor. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. But if you check your audience, what I mean by audience is people that knows you, people you relate with. You might be wasting time on social media, and that's why it's frustrating, because you have not come to sit down and analyze who are my audience. For someone like me, I'm a young man, and we are the people that are hidden into the social media stuff. Facebook, we can do a post now, get 200 comments and all that. So we know our audience is more of the young people who are online, young people who are doing Facebook, Instagram, and they have me as their friends. So even if I run organic posts, not sponsored posts, they still see it. So I have my audience there. But you that just came into Facebook 1 year ago might not have those audience. Even people that, let me give an instance now. Okay, you're a mother here and you're on Facebook. Welcome, sir. You can sit down here. You're a mother here and you're on Facebook. And how do I put it now? I'm your son's friend. Or let me say, you have a daughter, a very beautiful daughter, that one, and I'm your daughter's friend or boyfriend. Now, your daughter is on Facebook, you're on Facebook, and I'm on Facebook. Do you think if I see you on Facebook, I want to add you? I'll be like, no, this woman now, make sure you don't come to tackle me now. I might just ignore you. No, people that want to add you as their friends might be your family members, people of your age, people that you relate with, in an easy way. Those people are your audience. So that's why you must analyze your audience to know where to focus your strengths on. Now, what I'm saying is this now. For instance, some of us here, this Facebook stuff or whatever might not really be the main thing. This Facebook, Instagram stuff, because except you run a sponsored ad that will boost to so many people, you may not have you may not have audience to see it. You may not have audience to locate you or to patronize you or to buy from you. So your audience might be traditional audience, your friends, your neighbors, your church members, your working place, your village people. That might be your own audience. So you should know how to focus your strengths in that aspect. You go for a wedding, you see your friends, you tell them, I'm into properties, we are selling land, we have land here, we have land there. Those people are your audience. Those people are people you need to focus your strengths on. Instead of posting every day on Facebook and you're not seeing any results. I get to my point here. So analyze your audience in branding yourself. But for me, I might see it as though, if I go to this wedding now, this man will not want to, he will see me as a small boy. So he will not want to talk to me because I'm not of his class, of his age. Those people are people I will not target online. I'll post the stuff online, sponsor it, target it to them, even if I have that, I'll tell your dad I'm selling land. I saw one of my friends one day. I asked her, where are you from? She said she's from Asaba. I said, okay, tell her that I have land in Asaba. Those people are my audience. So I'm connecting the audience through the daughter. You understand? So analyze your audience to know where to push your strengths. Now, for example, what are some of your clients' pain points? Pain points mean I bought a land. They did not allocate my land to me up to now. I did this one. Those pain points, those points, these people are actually disappointed because of these things. How do you reach out to these clients? For certain group of people, text messages is the most effective type of communication, whereas for others, they may value traditional conversation over the phone. Understanding what makes your audience tick is important in defining your personal brand. Everybody, see, most of these big companies you see today, they come back and they do what we call board meeting. You tell this person, how are we able to make sales this month? Was he online? Was he offline? To understand where these people coming from. Conferences, and most times my meetings, my conferences, I give a particular form where people feel on how they came to know about the program. Were you invited by someone? Did you see it online? Did you see it in the poster somewhere on the road? So that I would know which one is making more progress and where will I focus more on next time. I've seen people tell me, I just saw your post and I came. So I'm like, okay, that means poster is working, flex banner is working. So I'll keep putting flex banners. So understanding these things, all these companies, they want to, like now, let me give you an instance. Most times when you call some customer cares, they'll ask you, people like MTN, they'll ask you, this is your phone number, when did you register it, where did you register it? Some banks will be asking you, where did you open this particular account, which branch? They're trying to understand how to reach out to you easily. Many of us are not able to close these because we don't understand how to reach out to some people. Yesterday, I remember the man that had been owing me for almost a year now. And before I gave up on that man, I was calling. He will not pick. I will call. If you pick, say I will call you back. He will not pick. I'll send message on WhatsApp. He will not reply me. So I ignored the man. I said, just carry my money. They go, no, I mean, you and God settle him. I left him. I ignored him. Now, 2 days ago, I remembered him. And I was like, this man now, if I call him now and he sees my number, he might not want to pick. How do I reach out to this man? I sent him a text message. I said, sir, this is up to 1 year now. You are still owing me my balance for the job I did for you. Give me my money. And he replied me immediately and said, I'm so sorry. Chat me up. Call me next week. I traveled. When I come back, so we'll meet and I will pay you your money. Now, that same man might be very, very busy. That assuming I called him, he won't even pick. Be like, this guy don't remember me to ask me of his money again. But text message was the right thing for me to do at that point. I sent him a text. So, but this point, you see all these things, this text message, calls, and other stuff, I don't really tell people about do this one or don't do this one. My whole answer to those things is be led by the Holy Spirit to know the one to do. Because you can even do if I tell you send text on Monday, you can send text on Monday, they don't talk to you. Maybe Monday is when you need to call. So don't be too used to method, method and other stuff. Allow the Spirit to lead you to be led on when to call, when to text. This thing has to do with your branding. Number 3, differentiate yourself from your competition. Competition. We live in a world of competition. It is everywhere, even in church. It is everywhere. Understanding that there's a competition will help you in growing your business and your brand fastly. The real estate industry is booming with endless competition. It's called endless. You know, go stop. You know, if you stop, it keeps coming. Endless competition. Through intimidating, knowing what your competition is doing and being able to do it better than them is critical in creating your own personal brand. Oftentimes, you can look at how your competition is targeting the audience that you are also trying to reach and draw some lines that will help you be more visible and influential in your real estate marketplace. If you are doing business, don't just sit down one place and expect God to answer your prayers or send clients to you. You must join the competition. But competition doesn't mean you will kill yourself. It's about strategy. But you'll be able to prosper or succeed or do well in competition until you define your vision, until you define what you are doing or what you are selling. You see, life, people love where it's booming. But remember, that place is booming. If it's not going to stay there forever, they will still come back and go back to wherever they want to go to. So whether you are booming or not, maintaining your vision will help you stay a long time. It will help you stay a long time in your business. Let me give an instance now. You might be selling shoe. Now, do you know that even in selling shoe, you can have a vision in selling shoe? If you are selling shoe and you're selling every kinds of shoe, every shoe you want, that means you're just selling shoe. In other words, if I want to buy shoe now, I can choose to come to your shop or not. I can come there. If I see the one I like, I'll take. If I don't see the one I like, I'll go. Now, but if you tell yourself, let me maintain a vision in this shoe. Let me sell only baby's shoe. Now, every other shop is selling the whole shoe. If you want baby shoes, if you want any man, woman, even transgender, you see the shoe there. See, if you maintain a vision in selling of that shoe, because now all these things matters the size of your company. Because if you have a big company, you can sell every type of shoe, have departments for all of them. But if you're just starting your business small, and so okay, let me just maintain only baby shoe. Me, I know I'm not married, so I'm just walking by. How are you? Good afternoon. The day I will give birth and I want to buy a shoe, well, remember that this person says only baby's shoe. That means if I go to that shop, I will see different kinds of baby shoe that I will love. So this is this person's focus on their vision. That means if I go there, I must see more than other people who are selling every type of shoe. I see the difference. So maintaining your vision in all this competition is also important. Many people have failed to rise in their business because they just relaxed. They will tell me, we have been snapping pictures since black and white. We have been snapping the one that will cover cloth on our head. We have been here even before you. But if you want to compare the success now, we are doing well more than them. Why? Because they refuse to grow with what is trending. They refuse to grow. They feel it's about ancient of days. It's not about ancient of days. It's about how much is in your account. How well are you doing? It's not about you have been here for 200 years. No, it's also about how well are you doing even in that your 200 years too. It matters. So if what it means now is that every property you say, you must do a video of it. That's what other people are doing. Don't say no. My own, we only do only picture here. We don't send video. You buy your land yourself. If it means that people now want to see the land with drone, they must fly drone to see how the whole land looks like. And telling me, no, we don't fly drone in our land. You buy your land yourself. So these are the things you must meet up with. Meet up with the competition. Meet up with what are other people doing that need to do well. Don't allow them intimidate you. What are other people doing that need to do well? How do I reach out to people? How do I, post my own flyers? I've said it before. One day, one of our letters posted a flyer about Vatican Garden Estate. And I love the concept. He just redefined the whole stuff with his own personal branding. Look, I wish I had that picture. Look at what he said. He said, invest in the banana island of Enugu. And he put a picture, fine picture of a car. The fine picture of that car, he put, they merged the car together. One side was like 504 old car. The other side was like a new brand car, new brand modern car. So I love the concept. He was not busy posting our flyer. No, it was a different concept, different brand, but same content. The main and the major goal is buy land. Okay? So you can redefine things. You can reshuffle things. You must not post the flyer we are posting. Because they are seeing the flyer everywhere. You can repackage your own, put your own logo, put your own, but make sure everything is as the company is saying when it comes to details of the land. It's called branding. Even this business, I've not entered it full time. By the time I'll put my leg in this real estate business, Jesus. Things, the kind of ideas I'll be pushing, things I will do, me that still have strength now, me that still a young man. Hey, I'll just travel to about tomorrow, do a video there, because I have the strength. So we must need to know and do all these concepts to meet up with the competition, because competition is coming day by day, day by day. No, in your own competition, don't just try to do what other people are doing exactly. Add something to it or minus something from it. Because if you do what I'm doing, that means we're in the same level, the same phase, the same line. So if somebody comes to buy from us, they're looking at, who do I even go to? You people are saying the same thing. But if there's something you can add to it, if you say, sir, if you buy this land now, we'll give you 2 bags of rice. The man is saying, this one did not tell me any bag of rice. This one told me 2 bags. That means if I buy land, I have 2 bags of rice. It's a concept. It's competition. So you must add something. That's why you see people, some company will post, buy 5 plots and get 1 free. It's concept. It's competition. So, yes, side attraction. That's it. Thank you, sir. You are putting something together so that people will just feel like, people want to ask you, why will I buy from you? Give me one reason why I should buy from you. So if you're able to answer that question, you have closed the deal. Because somebody will say different options. The person will ask you, give me one reason why I will buy from your estate. I have other land in Enugu. Why will I buy from you? If you're able to explain that thing better. Okay, so you have instant allocation, you have this one. Explain so many things to the person. They're now seeing the reason why they must buy from you. Why they must buy from you. So let's move on. Step 4, take small actionable steps. When you look at creating a personal brand, you should take small actionable steps that lead you to your larger goals within your real estate business plan. Let us not be speaking too much grammar here. What they meant here is small actionable steps. Small actionable steps. If you're on the mainland, a big actionable step might be going to the island, Lekki, and you are planning that. I'll go to there's a man I know in Lekki. I need to go and see him. Now, because maybe it's far, you have to take transport. It's a big one for you, so you might procrastinate the next year. You have not gone there. But if you can start with this, my neighbor, I never tell him about the land where I get. Small actionable step. The one closer to you, your neighbor, just your church members, people, just take that small step before you enter to the big one. So make sure the plan or the step you're taking is actionable, something you can do. Don't come and say, I want to meet with the governor of Lagos State, so I'll tell him about this land. How will you meet the person? That's a big plan. That's a big vision. So take the ones that are actionable, the ones you can, you can deliver, the ones you can do immediately. Having a brand that stays top of mind means that you are the first person they contact when they are ready to buy or list a home for sale. For people who are into selling homes, even if Ciplat now has a particular property they want to sell, there's only one. And okay, they want to send one of their realtors to market it. Who will they remember? As a question. Having been the first person they remember in people's mind whenever there's something maybe to buy or to sell is very, very important. Hey, I want to buy land. Wait, except you are doing beef with your neighbor. You are in your compound. Your neighbor is buying land, and yet they did not consult you. You're not doing well in the business. Except you're not in good terms with the neighbor. You're not in speaking terms with the neighbor. You are in a compound and you are selling cars and they want to buy a car and they did not consult you. That means you're not doing well in the business. Because if you are doing well, they'll come and ask you. Even if they don't want to buy from you, they'll ask you, Alpha, I want to go and buy a car. Which one do I buy? Because you are doing well in the business. You are beyond a seller. You're a consultant. Okay, they want to buy land in Lagos, or let's say they want to buy land in Bonny Island, and you don't have land there. But because you are into the business and you are doing well, and they know you, they'll come and ask you, what do I look out for in this Bonny Island? I want to go and buy land now. You advise them. They can even pay you for consultation fee because you give them good advice. So build yourself to that point. Now, here are a few steps that you can take to get started in building your real estate brand. Now, watch all these practical steps. Very, very important steps. Don't say because I'm a personal human being. You see, one thing I believe about myself is this. Wherever I go to, my company goes with me. I am the company. I am whatever I am, like I am the business. So I don't just say, even the way I package myself in my own branding, in my own business, you might even feel like I have one big office somewhere. It's not about even the office, it's about my delivery. I take advantage of the networking I have. Now, let me give an instance now. I have boys I've trained in this photographic business. I used to use myself to give an instance most times in all these things. I have people I've trained in this photographic business, they video, they do, they snap and other stuff. Last week, Saturday, I had 2 jobs. One wedding in Lagos and one in Imo State. Now, I was already in Imo State on Friday for a funeral. I was in Imo State on Friday for a funeral. And I should have gone to the traditional marriage on Saturday in Imo State. But because of the one I have in Lagos, I wanted to come back to Lagos. So what I did was to send my guys ahead of me to go to the Imo State one. And they went there. Now, after the whole stuff, the client was expecting to see me, but she did not see me. I was in Lagos. So she chatted me up on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday this week. And she told me, I felt you would come, but it did not come. But your boys did well. That's enough for me. You don't need to see me. Why? I'm building a brand. My boys were there. They wore my company t-shirt. They delivered the job excellently. What I will ask you is, Shebi, you consulted my brand to work for you, not just me. What matters is which people worked, which people did the work. It is my brand. These people are my crew members. So what matters is the brand, not just you. She told me they do it well. And I've sent her pictures and her videos, and she's so very, very happy. But I was not in the business. That's because I'm building my business beyond me. If I'm not, the things will not go away. If you do whatever you are doing, whether you're a pastor, business owner, and you do your thing in such a way that without you, nothing will move on, your company will not last forever. Your company will not last for a long time. It will fade. It will fail. Because you are always building that company around you. Around you. That's why so many general overseers, when they died, the church died. Because every time you are preaching, every time you are the one preaching, every time you are the one praying, your junior pastors are not doing anything. So when you now die, all the old members walk out, Papa don't die, so we'll go. Jesus knew how important this thing was. branding. And that was why he just focused on raising 12 disciples. And he focused on them. You see, the Bible can teach you ways to do your business too. He focused on them. He didn't mind the crowd that was pursuing him. Imagine some people come and say, no, I can't be with you, just go. We go on Thanksgiving, don't follow me. Because he was trying to work on some particular group of people. All the people that ate Jesus Christ's bread and fish, they left him. All the people that ate the bread, all the people that saw the miracles, they still left him. So that's what I was talking about competition and about booming stuff. People will still go, he's running here. But last, what matters is what do you have that will keep you forever? It's not a company just open tomorrow now, and you are selling. People are rushing the land. After they rush the land, what about tomorrow? Will still be in the business? So you might think this company, this person is selling 20 plots every week, 30 plots every week. If they are not strong to sustain themselves, they might still feel that you that is selling one plot to still be in the business. What matters is consistency, not just how big you took it once. So the people that ate Jesus Christ's bread, they left him. But the 12 still remained and continued pushing the gospel even to us because they grabbed something. They grabbed something. So don't be too moved with all this gree. Build something beyond you. So Jesus built something beyond him as a savior. He put it in other people. That's why we are called Christians. They say these people have been with Christ. They're behaving like Christ. They're behaving like Jesus. So your business or whatever you are doing, even your children might want to take over from you. So build in such a way that whatever you are doing, your husband can continue, your wife can continue, your child can continue because you are doing it in a strong way. Putting everything in a strong way. Very, very important. So have this in the back of your mind that this branding stuff is beyond me. It's beyond me. Look at these steps you must take in this industry. If you want to stand big, no matter where you are, if you like, let it be that your room is your office. Create a logo that is descriptive of your brand. It can be inclusive in the area or the message that you were trying to put out to reach out to your audience. Create a logo. Now, for instance, these things are simple by graphic designers. Once you give, graphic designers your name, they have this ability of creating a concept that will represent that name you gave them. For instance, if you say your business name now is Hand of God Properties, they'll create a logo that has a big hand and a building on top of the hand. It's a concept. Whenever people see that logo, it's you, we know you, Hand of God Properties. They did not see the name, but they saw the logo. Just like now, if you see Seplat anywhere, you see the logo, you just see that, this is Seplat. You see First Bank, you know it's First Bank. You're not even seeing the logo yet too. If you like, see First Bank now, anywhere, as far as you are seeing the logo, you know it's First Bank. You know it's GT Bank. Because they're maintaining their logo. It's not First Bank, Maya will have one kind red color. Lagos will not have blue. Asaba will have yellow. That's nonsense. You're having different companies. Maintaining your logo, both your color, everything. So whenever people just see it, these people. Just like now you see all these company, transport company, you see GIG. You just see GIG, you know it's good motors. Nothing like come on, me say what's the full name. No, just by the logo, you are seeing it. You see Libra Motors. Every one of them, they have their logos. They have these things that people used to represent them. You don't even need to, if you like, beat me from the dream. If I say this logo, I know this is Vatican. There's no place I've seen this thing again. It's only Vatican Estate I've seen it. This is how it works. So your business name, if you like, let it be Cheap Properties. That Cheap Properties, do highest you pay is 5K, 3K. They have done it for you. Have it. Use it as your flyers. Use it as everything you do. So people know this thing belongs to you. You are building something beyond you. Remember. Now, get your own website. Now, you might not have time for this, or it might be too stressful for you. Creating your own website has also to do with you have your Facebook account, you have your Instagram account. All those stuffs can represent your website for you. It must not be a professional website, depending on how big you are planning to build. You have a website, CPLAT. But most of the times, that website is just there for formalities. Not because people go there to close deals. Yes, it's part of it too. But most times people prefer WhatsApp. Let me come to your WhatsApp, not website. Let me come to your Facebook, not website. But the website is there because we want to have it too, in case you still want to check out. And most times that website is for people living in diaspora, people that want to type CPLAT on Google. Once you type it on Google will just show it on the website. That is why we have done this thing over and over again here about Facebook. About Google My Business here. If you go to Google now and type my company name, you will see it come out because I'm posting things there. I created the website there. So even your property, you can have any property, wisdom properties, wisdom real estate, put it on Google. Someone should type it, it comes out. This site should be unique in branding yourself as a realtor rather than an extension of your broker. No, let me tell you what this means now. You see, you don't want to send a client, yes, even though CPLAT represents you, you don't want to send a client to your broker just like that. Okay, you told the person, I'll go to CPLAT Instagram handle or Facebook page and check their properties. Anyone you like, tell me. Are you with me? You come and say, okay, you want to buy land, Abi? Okay, you know what you do? Go to CPLAT Profile Limited, go to their Facebook page on Facebook, check any land you like, anyone you like, maybe Asabo, any good, then you call me. That's not professional. Because you should have your own. Go to my own, check the one you like, and call me. So instead of being an extension of your broker, which is the company, you have your own stuff, you have your own website, you have your own Facebook address, you have your own anything you want. Because they're seeing you as a company, attached to a company. It's about networking. They'll not come and tell you, you're not the one that owns the land. Oh God, I'm a realtor. I have my company. My company is to give you good, my work is to give you good companies that you can trust and buy land from. So that I'm a middleman in the business. It's understandable. Yes, a consultant. So you don't come and tell me I must have a company. I must be the one that buys the land. No. My job here is to make sure I guide my client in getting a good property. That's your own vision. So what I talk about defining your vision. Now, when you will have problem is when you define your vision as we are a real estate company. We manufacture lands and we sell land. So if me as a buyer now comes to your company and you are telling me you are doing us hire for me, you're telling me let's go to CPLAT. That's a problem now. You're understanding this thing. Because I hate that concept. Once I'm going to the market and somebody tell you want to buy gin, or come. Take me to another man's shop, I will leave you. Because that thing will triple in price because of your own profit. It happened to Mr. Dixon. We went to show the other day to check out the man. He wants light. Come, let's go. He carried us. So now, if you say we'll travel to another man's shop, the name of us higher. The name of trying to get your own personal gain. No. Define your business. If you want to be a professional Osaya, be a professional Osaya because you don't have a shop yet. So people will come to you for guidance and they will pay you for that services. You see, I'm giving business ideas here. Many of them, they don't know that stuff. Now, it's more of Igbo men and they are good with that. It's okay. But what I'm saying is, you can come out and say, I don't have a shop, no problem. But I can guide you to get a good shop you can buy from. So if I don't know anything in the market and I look at you, you have been doing this business for years now, you are good. I'm going to say, Alpha, I want to buy something. So take me to the shop. And me, I will pay you. Because yes, you did well in guiding me. Yes, I will pay you. It's not free. It happens in Onitsha. Onitsha night boss, Maza. You see how bros, their work is to give you boss to enter. You pay them. Yes, they don't have a transport company, but their work is to guide you. If you go to the people that their own work is even to help you and carry your load. That is their work. Now, most times it's not as if I need their services, but I'm looking at helping and empowering people because they're not out to steal, they're out to make ends meet. So I even give them a carry, let's go. Don't even carry, I'll still give you money. Most times I know where I'm going to. I'm going for my transport. I know where I'm going to. They're still following me. Okay, fine boy, follow us. Go. I ignore them. But if you ever follow me to that point where I want to board that bus, and I look at you, I'll still give you something because I'm looking at you are trying to work hard to meet ends meet, to meet needs and all that. So very, very important. You can come out and say, my own business is I will guide you because I've been in this market. So I will show you the way. Do it professionally. Don't come and say, we build house, we have our documents, we have our land. And when I come because no, I'm looking at you is the one of the company. I'll be like, that's not the arrangement. Yes, no, that's an agreement. You didn't tell me you are not the Oga. So define your brand. What do we do here? We are consultants, we are realtors, we guide you in buying properties anywhere in the world. So if I'm coming to you, let me give you this thing will save you from so many problems. It will save you from so many future problems or challenges that will come up or that might come up. If and a good one at that, you have your integrity. And I bought a particular portion of property somewhere. And there's a challenge happening, allocation, whatever going on. Now, because I know you are a realtor or a consultant, and I pay to the company, I won't be dragging you too much. If I have wisdom, I won't be dragging you too much in the process. I'm just informing you. Say, look at what's going on now, because you're the one that took me there. Now, you might still come up to help me to the company to know to resolve the whole matter. But I know that the main people holding the money is the company, not you. So, but if you not come up as a company and I do all those transactions, I'll hold you. You're the one I know. I will hold you very, very well. So this will save you from something. Just define what you are doing. Define your brand. Now, invest in marketing campaigns. Having campaigns that are digital, print, and invest in your community are essential in reaching your audience. Digital stuff, printing, post that these marketing campaigns. In my own, you see, oh God, the way I do this is called packaging. It's good. The way I do this branding stuff, I do it in such a big way that you see me as very, very big. So if I be you here, if I be you for my services, you know I want it. If I be you, if you go to my page now, you see celebrities there. People like Kanayo can pictures. Yeah, we are snapping all these celebrities, big Obi Kubana them, Kubana chief priest. There we have their videos. We video them. So if I show you that sample and you see that Obi Kubana, you'll be like, hey, this guy a big boy. Yes, because people we are working for. All the things that most of them are not really paying us too well because they are popular. So we don't mind working for them because we want to build that brand. We want to build that brand. Now, I have a printing company where they print my photo books and other stuff. And most of them are, one of the companies is a Dubai citizen. They are whites, Dubai, Arab people. Now, most of the time, I tell my clients, I say, guy, your photo book, my own photo book, I print from Dubai. So I won't tell you I print in Nigeria. I print from Dubai, and it's true. Because my company is a Dubai company, but they're in Ikeja. Yes, if you doubt it, I'll show their pictures, I'll show the videos. You will see white men that they want in your job. You will see your picture now that they want holding it. They're the one packaging it. So it's everything. So I'll come and tell you I print in Lagos. No, I print in Dubai because all the materials is coming from Dubai. So you now want to trust me and give me the job because of the way I've branded the company. Because the kind of people I choose. Me, it's not because normal local Igbo man or Hausa man or Yoruba man cannot print the job. But people want to see Oyibo and they love Oyibo. The Oyibo is doing it well. So I'll give you Oyibo company. That's it. Let's move on. We have a few minutes to go round up. Step 5, we'll have 2 more to go. Use photos and videos in collaboration with your brand. I've said it before. Use all these things, photos and videos in collaboration with your brand. When determining how to create a real estate brand, understand that photography, our business now, videos are essential to storytelling. Storytelling. The word has actually moved beyond proposal every time, typing of letters, letter heading. They are still there, but if you see what's going on now, it's about photos and videos. It's about photos and videos. Don't too focus on telling your clients, let's go to the land to stress them for their transport and flight tickets. Photos and videos can help you. Now, when selling a land, you need to tell a story that potential buyers picture themselves living. You want to tell them, look at the backyard and envision barbecues with their friends and family. You want them to picture a Christmas tree with their family gathered around it for the holidays. You want them to see their children growing up there. To accomplish this vision, the photos you choose should be flattering and adaptive enough that anyone can look at it and picture them with their family living there. That's why I see many companies, you see them, they'll put a house for sale and they'll put a family together. They're giving them a picture. They're giving them a picture to understand. So even while selling land, you can do so many things. Put pictures of people living there, pictures of cars driving there. So the person is not just seeing the bush, he's seeing what this place can become, what it can become. That's why every company, no matter the forest they are developing, they will definitely put the future of that forest, the cars that will drive there, the lights. They will put. They want you to envision it. They want you to see the vision of the place beyond what you are seeing now. So show your clients pictures. There was a time I was in a seminar here and I showed you guys pictures of old places in Nigeria and how they are now. So if you are showing somebody a picture of Lekki 20 years ago, they are seeing bush and they remember Lekki now. It's a very massive developed area. They are the same way they start looking at that Enugu land or Asaba only known for worship. They sing a lot. They love songs. Does it mean they don't preach? No, they preach. Because you cannot maintain that particular thing like that. So you can sometimes give small things. But at last, people don't isolate your clients by becoming too specialized. The same is true of branding your real estate business. You want to make sure that you put out for your personal brand. Okay, what you put out a personal brand does not prohibit you from working with specific clients. Avoid the possibility of asserting a potential client and then having them walk away because they think you can't help them due to your ultra specific branding. So that English is beyond branding now, is ultra specific. You are just so rigid to that thing. They are trusting you that they can buy a house from you because you are going in the business. But you are telling them, I don't sell house. I know they like them. I know they like to sell house. Now land I want they sell. You are actually pushing potential clients from you. Listen, because now remember, at that point they want to buy building. No? You're telling them, I don't they sell building, na land that they sell. I don't want any wahala for building. No need land I want they sell. They might leave you and go and buy building and say, this building, we need space for backyard. Can we buy land in this building? But remember, you have lost a client that would have bought land from you. So don't be too ultra specific by saying it's only this thing, nothing again. I have a neighbor in my house that says provision. Says all these things, whatever you need, biscuit and other stuff. No, it got to a point since last year. She's a very good woman in the business, in the neighborhood. Everybody buys from her. Very good woman. Since last year, I would tell her, because most of after I'll give you the money. Let me go and withdraw money. Go to people. I told her, I don't want to owe you again. Bring up POS for this shop. She will be like, no, I don't want to do POS. I don't get strength. I'll tell her, do POS. So I will just come here, transfer money or withdraw. So I will still buy from you too. Now remember, if you're having POS, I will still come. You still ask me for charges, 100 naira. And I will still buy something else. So you're having more money. I keep telling her, do this one. She said, no, I don't get strength for POS. No, I don't get. So most time the thing makes me, let's say for instance now, I want to go to the junction to withdraw money. Now, I might withdraw that money there. And I'm like, let me just enter supermarket and buy this thing. Are you seeing the difference? Let me just enter, since supermarket will collect ATM, let me just go there and buy it. They have lost that money. So don't be too ultra specific and say, no POS here. No, this one here. Last month, she said the POS stuff. I came and smiled. I said, you don't start, I'm now. You see him? And it was my friend that now told her again, open this POS, it will help you. People in this neighborhood, you have to go to junction to withdraw money. So open POS, they will still buy from you and still withdraw from you. Now I don't even owe her again. What I do now, I'll be in my room, I'll transfer money to her account, I'll now come and take my stuff. I'll tell her, check your account, I sent you 2K, give me this one. I'm not transferring money, so I'm no longer owing her, delaying her goods. So people will stop owing because they are seeing means of paying you more. So don't be too specific and say no. Now look at this. A good example of this is if you say you are an expert as a listing agent. So you just list buildings for sale, list lands for sale. Do you want to put out so much branding that someone buying a land believes they cannot come to you for assistance in the market because you work exclusively with sellers? So imagine Super Profile Limited now come and tell you people. Imagine somebody just open his door now and walk in here and say, please, I saw your flyers. I want to buy land. I will be like, no, we don't sell to people. Who's your realtor? Go and bring your realtor and come. That's what too specific. We might lose that deal. It's even better we'll sell the land and call a realtor that have not sold for years and say, come and take this 100K for dash. Somebody bought a land. So don't be ultra too specific. And people are just, no. Don't be too rigid. Don't be too, some people will come and tell you, in this house, let me not talk about that one. Oh, we can't cause wala with our children in that home now. So now, step 7, that's the last one. Make your branding memorable. Memorable. Real estate is a people's business. It's people's business. That means that is all about building relationship and growing them over time, so that when someone is ready to buy or sell in the real estate market, they think of you first, like we said. To make it in a competitive market, your branding needs to be memorable. Memorable. Memorable means don't come and answer name that I cannot pronounce. Ha! Hey, Lazukate Properties. Don't come and answer name I cannot pronounce. Make it simple and memorable. Not what do you better learn from? Hey, what is the name again? Let me go and check the book. Let me go and check their card. You might miss that deal. Make it memorable. Make it memorable. That's why you see all this brand. You saw this brand. It's not if they have money to spend, though. They'll come and give children, Mama do good, oh, Indomie. They're making the brand memorable. Not because they want to sing, they have money to sing. They're trying to make it memorable. That even your newborn baby today, what do you want to eat? Indomie. Because they keep hearing the whole brand every time. They see it, they hear it. Now imagine now, that brand has done so well that every other noodles is answering Indomie. Every other noodles now, the general name now is Indomie. So you now come and say, I want to buy Indomie. Indomie is the name of a brand. You now ask me, which one? That's okay, give me chiki. Give me this one. But the one person brand is now answering the whole family. Yeah, I say it Indomie. Everybody now is now Indomie. Indomie. You now ask me, which one? You after the main Indomie, original Indomie. I can believe for you. So make you memorable. Can your brand be a compound name for an industry? Think about it. Can your brand be a compound name that the whole industry is answering that compound name because of the name you give? It gives joy. It gives because you have done something. It's not a small work to maintain it too, but you have done something. You have done something. You have done, something that represents that whole brand in that industry. So it's very, very important to do that. Now, let's move forward. If your branding looks like someone else, or is just so elementary that it is easily forgotten, you are going to have difficult time staying top of mind. Ultimately, this means that you are going to lose out on opportunities because people will forget you work in real estate at all. Of course, the opposite is true as well. You don't want your branding to be so outlandish that people believe they cannot take you seriously. So that's very, very important. What I'm saying in essence is this, there is what I say that a jack of all trade, but master of none. Now, the complete statement of that word means a jack of all trade, master of none, but yet better than master of none. You can still do many things at the same time, but still maintain it by giving them different branding. They just stand out on their own. You don't want to say good properties, and in that good properties, I'm still seeing you posting clothes, posting shoe. I won't take you serious. So even if you want to sell shoe and clothes, give it a different branding. Not the people you send it to. Today, you won't send me, let's say, okay, I've showed you guys how to create WhatsApp broadcast here. I want to send broadcast maybe on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I want to send about opportunity. And today you send me buy land in Asaba. Buy land in Asaba, 1.5 million naira, good land, dry land, this and that. And the next day, you now sent me buy this gin for 2005. Buy this. I'm going to say, Nasi market woman. I won't take you serious. Now, that might be on one personal DM. Same thing applies to our status too. Yes, you might want to do other business, but still know when to maintain it. One guy saw my post one day because I run a flight company. I book flights for people. The guy say, how many things you won't do? I say, I they do. Because I'm maintaining a brand for all of them. All of them are sometimes, maybe today now I'll post about flight. I won't post about photography that day. I'll leave it to be there. Because it's still relating. So it's about branding. It's about knowing time you allocate to every one of them. Don't yes, I might have people I send buy shoe. Some of my colleagues, my friends, buy shoe, buy. They know I'm doing this other real estate business, so but I'm good with them. Like we are normal, formal level, we are normal, good friends, neighbors, and friends. So they understand it. But you know, come and say official people. Like maybe MD now is on my contact list. I'm not sending buy land today, MD. Good opportunity, invest in buy land, buy Asaba, buy. So I send them buy shoe. More relation is not serious yet. These men want to know how professional you are, how consistent you are in your delivery before they invest in you. So I tell my friends most times, you see, most people will feel like, for young people now, you feel like posting everything. You see dance, you post. You see this one, every challenge you post. One thing I tell people is this: yes, you see, many people don't just have brain. Many people, many young people don't have brain at all. They don't even have sense at all. Somebody will just come on his wall and post, everybody get out. I'll be like, what's this nonsense? Even if you're having depression, even if you're having challenges. I replied one and I told her, if you say everybody get out, that means you mean even people that can help your life. Because they are your contact list, they are seeing everything. Everybody get out. So even your pastors, they are there. They will sit and say, everybody includes them now. So it's not professional. So the things we post, very, very important, very, very crucial. For young people here, things we post, it matters. I was telling one of my friends, I told her, I say, you see this thing you are doing, you might say it's my wall, it's nobody's wall, it's my own. As far as you're not the only one seeing it, it's not your wall, it's a public wall. So you might say it's my wall, nobody is seeing this wall. You don't tell me what to post, you're not buying data for me. People are just so arrogant, losing out in opportunities. Just so arrogant. Yeah. Young people, so proud, with shish in their account. So proud and arrogant. They tell me, nobody is buying data for me. This is my wall. You cannot tell me what to post. Yeah. If you don't like the post, get out. Walk out. Don't reply to my DM. Being arrogant. You can actually watch how far they can go. Because so many people that can help your life and your contact list. Let me give an instance. Some matured men that you are seeing as JJC, their time have passed, their whatever time has passed, they don't have any time for anything, they don't know what's going on. Those men can recommend you to greatness. Those men have friends who are owners of company. They're looking for people to employ. And they'll now ask him, sir, do you have anybody who can employ in this company? And they remember you. Everybody get out. They're like, no, it's not that one. You have lots of opportunity. I tell people, these people sees how serious you are from your post too. They judge you. Which is, yes, it's not as if that's 100% true, but they judge you from what they are seeing first. That your impression matters too. Yes, you must not know people how you see them, but that's where it starts. You cannot tell me you dress naked and walk, and I will tell you, you're a holy sister. No, from the first thing I will see first is, how are you dressing? You might be a bad person, but fine. What's the impression? What am I seeing first? I am opposed before any other thing. So that's why it's very, very important. The things we post, determines how we are doing our branding too. Our branding, very, very important. How we are doing our branding. Most times I post about every of my movements. I post about I even post the step I take. You know why? I'm being branded. I have what I'm doing on my mind. Some people tell me, oh, more, they see you, they fly. They enter flight. You see, you good area. Yes, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to make sure you understand that I'm busy in this business, so I'm getting jobs. So if you give me a job, I won't fail you. I show my movement. Like December now, that one had too much movement for me. You see me in Asabaye, tomorrow Enugu, next tomorrow Ewure. We are going from one event to another. I keep posting all those updates so that new prospects, they are seeing my update. This guy is actually doing this business very well. For people to be calling him. Tomorrow you see me with governor. Tomorrow you see me this one. They are seeing all those updates. I'm doing branding there. I'm doing adverts. Some people think I'm doing show off, but they don't know I'm just doing adverts. I'm trying to make people understand that, yes, I'm doing this thing for business. Imagine you travel to South Africa. Even if you travel there for a church, go there and post about one land. Look at South African real estate; they are doing well. They'll think you went for real estate summits. They'll say, something is doing well in this business. So yes, they want to buy from you. People want to celebrate people that are big already. So you must package yourself. Don't celebrate people that are doing well. So you must do well in all aspects. So I think with this point of mind, I'm able to convince you on how to build your real estate brand. Thank you so much. Do I have any question? Clap for me first. Thank you. Let's take our questions if we have questions. Yes.
Since we are talking about the brand new concepts,
Mm.
in terms of logo and trademark, how would you differentiate it?
Logo and trademark.
Logo and trademark.
What do you mean by trademark, sir? Which aspect? Okay. Now I talked about logo. Yes, I talked about logo, and I said the logo must let it be simple and be different, so that when people just see the logo, even without seeing your name, they know this is you. That's like an identity of showing who you are. As simple as that. Trademark is about what you are known for. Okay, these people are just good in this aspect of this business. So, the people that their own, when it comes to transport, no, the general company name is transport, but their own trademark is logistics. They don't push people, they push goods. Logistics. For instance, now you can see people now, just like in the flight industry now. You see Air Peace, Dana Air, all of them are competing, looking for a customer, when they come fly. Somebody just came out and said his own is DHL. It's still the same flight, but his own is own goose. They have so many airplanes, but they just focus on that aspect of we only move goods, we don't move people. So you people should move people. Other people are moving people and goods, but their own is just only logistics service. They'll fly to China, bus will carry it, everything, both KK and bike, everything is logistics they're doing, not transport. Yes, logo is about you having, just like you have your name, but you attach a logo to it just to create a difference. Let me give you an instance now. Somebody might be answering the same name with your company. The only thing that differentiates you people is your logo. Okay? Your logo. If you want to know now, if you go to CS now, register your company, you see many people are already answering your name 20 years ago. The same name you want to answer. But most times, what differentiates you is your logo and your concept. So people will be able to see you and you will stand out from people. Your logo and your concept. Your logo. So that's it. I don't know if it's true, but let me give you one experience I had about a transport company. I don't know the history. I don't know how true is it. But this kind of transport company, I think is GUO. That company seems as though that company seems as though that there are still other people in the same company, but with a different concept, small. Maybe I don't know if it's the son, or maybe I don't know what happened. But because I used to see sometimes, I would see some of their bosses, you will see Mada Buchuku. I see the concept, but I see in the same GUO. But some you won't see that Mada Buchuku. So this is still people maintaining one particular brand name, but not putting something to it. Now, to me, I might assume that maybe it's a man's son, his own particular portion of the business or the company. So now put Mada Buchuku. So these are different concepts. But remember, if that particular brand now wants to say, let's just go and start Mada Buchuku, they might take time to arise. They might take time to build. Now just come at Mada Buchuku. But they just attach themselves to GUO, the family name. Now put Mada Buchuku. So it helps you push things forward. That's why you must build your brand to be very, very strong. Because if you are doing your company now, your son, if he wants to do that same business, will not think about using a different name. They'll continue with your name because your name has been there. People already know your name. So let me just maintain that same name and move forward. I have boys now in my because my business is a family name. All my brothers answer the same name in the business. So most times when most of our boys comes in to learn this business, They continue with the name because they are like, if I put my own name now, it will be difficult for people to know me with the same brand name. So if a client calls and says, okay, I want to do a wedding, send me your samples. They send them the general video samples, send them the company name sample. So the client is seeing them as though these people already arrived. But the money is going to their pocket. They're using the same name. So everything is not just about every time, let it be the name, let me be my name. No, it's about brand concept. Brand concept. Brand that have moved forward. Brand that have moved forward. Do you know that it got to a point that even people are even buying brand name. Many people you see that owns business is not that name is not their name, but they are buying the name to attach to their business. The agreement they have with the owner. Because that brand has gone so far. So people want to attach themselves to it to make progress. Like some of these things you see now, LG, AC. A company can come out and say, we have our own AC. But please, LG, say your name and give to us. How much will we pay you to use your name and market this AC? Because they know LG is a good name, a brand name. So they do another product and put the same name there. So many things you see you buy in the market. So many things you see, but even all this fan. Many of them are Anambra people that owns them. I'm telling you. But you see China name there. You see Europe name there. But they're the owners of the company. Why? They're using their brand to market it. You see a China man come and pose CEO. He's not the CEO. The owner is in your village. One Anambra man like that. I'm telling you. But he's using them to promote the brand. Because people want to buy Onyocha products. So this is a concept they are using to push things. So another question. Do you have another question? We have so many more details to give you. So thank you for coming around. Remember, if you have any question, you have inquiries you want to make, we are here for you. Now, as if I even knew, talking about branding, as if I even knew, talking about branding, just last week, our MD walking here. Well, I told me, success, we are wasting our words in this place. Our words is not showing what we are doing every time. We have to brand this place. So we have to brand this place. So if you come in here, if you like, close your eyes, you will see it. That we sell land, we sell building, we have construction departments, we have so many departments. It's called branding. In my room, I have my brand in my room. It's printed and branded there. So anytime I woke up from the sleep, I look at it, I say, this guy. Good morning. It reminds me of what I'm called to do. It reminds me of what I'm doing. It reminds me of what I'm doing. So these things are very, very, very important. Let me and call the MDs. Let me see if I have any announcement for us. So have this at the back of your mind that your business is beyond you. You are selling. Don't just be a walker-by or a passer-by. Hey, I'm selling land, though. I just sell land, put money in your pocket, and go away. No. You have advantage. You have opportunity. Do it as a company. Use a company. So do you have anything for us?
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm always very glad to see you. I believe you've been empowered this great afternoon. I can see our faces are beautiful and handsome faces. You're welcome once again. I hope you are set for exploits this season. Are we set? The Bible says God the year with his word. With what? Glory. Glory. He will crown the year with what? Glory. That means we are in the season of harvest. We've been working since January, two of us. Now, the year will not end without your harvest. So do you want your harvest cannot come into your house except you go to the farm to do what? To bring it. Can it come to your house by yourself? You are planted, you are cassava, everything. They are ripe. You'll be weeding around it to make sure that grass does not kill it. All right? From all the beginning of the season, and the time of harvest comes, you are sleeping. Will you come? That means you have worked for the birds. You have worked for, which is this animal? Grasshopper. Grasshopper, you have worked for them. But that is not your case. Your case, you will harvest it. This December will not be a management period. It's a time you will live in abundance. It's a time you will have all your needs met. It's a time we will all set goals for next year. So as we enter the next year, we enter the next levels. So shall it be for all of us. No, but that requires more effort, more work. The book of Isaiah 64 or so, there somewhere it says, God have sent his angel on the four corners of our wall. He said they will not keep quiet until our vindication shines like a morning dawn. If you go there and now say, but those that call the name of the Lord should not keep silent. What it means, you continue to pray. So in this case now, you continue to walk. Even though he has sent angels everywhere, but you have to be what? Walking. What you don't walk will stop walking. So we are walking towards another marketing storm. Our flyers are out. The t-shirt was bought yesterday. Between tomorrow and Monday, it will be ready. Towards we discuss with them to know whether we are going next Friday or upper Friday, right? So we'll go and bring the harvest back home. Don't mind what they are doing in the East. It does not stop anything. Yeah? They will use their head to carry it. They will use their head to carry it. But don't stop praying, lending your voice, spiritual voices in your closet. Because the Bible says God hears the prayer of his people. So all of us are children of God. We have our families back home. And he will not leave us. What happened in the days of Moab and Amorite when they came against Judah will be their case. God will turn those their armored tankers against them. All those their bullets, all those AK-47, it will turn against them. You don't deal with the children of Israel and go free. That is why I don't fear. Let them. You say Bible say take counsel together, gather together, plan together. You won't work because God is with us. So let them do all the whole thing. They will know that there's God in Israel. So fear not. All we need to do is to continue to pray. That is our own weapon of warfare. We don't have gun. We don't have the army. But we have God. God, the highest army commander. When he commands like this, disaster. Serious one. And our God is not the God of old. It's the God of what? The same yesterday, today, and forever. So keep working. Don't feel tired in your spirit and say what they are doing. No. It doesn't stop anything. Our people are resilient people. We have created like Israelites. So there's nothing they will do. Let them finish. They will know. All right, continue to pray. Vengeance prayer. Don't pray God forgive them. Huh? Don't pray that kind of prayer. Let there be instrument of death upon their heads. Bible says it is righteousness for God to recompense tribulations upon those that trouble you. It is righteousness for God. That's what the Bible says. To recompense tribulations upon those that trouble you. So it's not a simple prayer. It's not a let the instrument of death be upon their heads. Vengeance of the Holy Ghost will visit their camp. God bless you. That's by the way. Go ahead. Yes.
Before end of this year, not so, but I must surely make an impact.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, like one time was taught us. I want to be able to throw more light how we can market this thing to move forward.
Okay.
And there is the one Coach taught us. I said I will really do it. We have started branding my banner.
Banner,
Just
okay.
to do the banner, maybe come out in the junction.
And put it.
No,
Okay.
not them with the banner.
The way those people used to carry placard, repent. And put your phone number.
Yes, I'll carry it.
Yeah. And you stand there like statue. This idea is fire. You see what he says, it can work. It will work, not
I
can
want more lights.
on it.
I want to,
Do you want us to bring Chris Park back?
yes, I want to do something.
You want us to bring him next Friday? How many of us want him back?
All of us.
Okay, I will call him. He will come here on Friday. Get that topic and let me know so that I will tell him he knows what to do. So he'll be here next Friday to this. But this is a time of fire. As you said it, so shall it be for you. The Bible says you shall have whatever you say. So if you have it in your heart, God will put it in your hands. God will go to far countries and bring customers for you. Advertising on social media. But most thing is that if people don't post our flyer, how would they know? Don't post our flyers on your Facebook and your Instagram. It's not only the one you carry at hand. Post it there. I'm friend with some of us here. I don't see them, but I see other people, company. How would they call you from far country? So if so when we design flyers and send, copy it and keep on your phone. Share them. To share them, the one I posted one video on my story yesterday. It attracted a lot of views, and somebody sent a message, and they have talked to me saying you'll be going to come to office in Lagos here. So if you don't do that, how would they know, see you? You have to be doing it anyhow you can. And we also made a platform for Victor to be coming here on at least once in a month for technical support. And many people don't come. Right? So if you come, why did we do that? Is to help you. If you on your own cannot do it, somebody should be able there to help you to make the advert the way it can generate audience. Yeah, you can put there's advert they will do, they will put your WhatsApp number on it, sponsor it so that when anybody sees it, they click on that and the WhatsApp comes to your phone direct. They chat you up. We do it in our own. The way we advertise our own, we do it. And we used to get response from there. Some people will chat you up. So we now follow it up from there. So you don't undermine some of these things because we did it to help. We created that opportunity to help you people market. So I will get him to come back to make sure that you have all these opportunities in place at your own private time, at home, your office, anywhere you are, you can work on it. It's good to learn it. Now, as I was talking about that thing you said is a good idea because I know there's no way you will stand at a strategic post stop with your placard, buy real estate or whatever you can put on it with your phone number on it, that people will not copy the phone number on the hold up. They will copy, you may not know. They will be inside the car copying it. You just start at a place that is always a hold up. So they will be inside the hold up there like this. They are copying. You don't know. And later on they will call. In the way, by all means. And when God sees your heart, labor, there's dignity in labor. And the hard work pays. Over time, you will see results coming. Yeah, so don't worry, it's a good idea. You can go on it, but more light will be thrown on it to know how to go about it. Then we are talking about our market storm. We are targeting Alaba International this time. So, and Enugu Estate is there. Asaba own is there. I hope we know that the promo is over. Did we see it?
Yes.
The promo for Asaba. It was formerly 2 million. We brought it down to 1.7. It has gone back to 2 million. So the Enugu own is 2.5, still there, flat. Right? Remember that or something that information I gave you people here last time. I said we are likely going to have phase 3 in Enugu. Reason is because the first phase 2 we suspended it. Did I tell you? Because of not sure of it's the person we bought from have some outstanding to settle with the people. It's not that the land has issue. But the way we like to do things in our company, we like to do genuine things. Then for that reason, we decided to put a hold on that. When they finished last Saturday, the lawyer he sent was there with the community to discuss a way forward. So very soon that will be sorted out. But we now transfer the phase 2 of that one to the new property we got. So when that one is done, it will now likely become phase 3. Because there are other companies that wouldn't mind that we're going. But I don't do that. There's no concern. There's no problem. The land is there. The money will, even if, okay, at the end of the day, we say that let us not use that one again. The money we pay there will get us a lot of land. So we are not at loss. Anyone who has paid is also not at loss. We can convert it to mini estates. But we are still going to move on with that. I'm just trying to tell you, in the worst case scenario, we still have a lot of land there. And there's no issue, if we are directly involved in settling that matter, it would have been over because we know what to do. But we don't want to go and inherit the responsibility because it's what the man said he has done, which he did not do well. So it is his responsibility to do it, right? Now, if you buy land in our estate, all the clients that bought land in our estate, we owe them the responsibility to protect their interests from the community. True of us? So that is why we pay the community, do all the necessary things so that when you are building, nobody comes to disturb you. In our phase 1 in Enugu, houses are rising. They are working there now. And nobody has been harassed. Right? So when they come, they only come for, help me something. And they will call me on phone. I say, okay, Matthew, give them 2,000. They go. They don't even go near to the client working. Because we have taken care of the situation. So, and we are buying from you, you say you have taken care. So we don't want to go and inherit it. If you inherit it, okay, it's going to take 2-3 million naira. We will not add it to our cost. You know what it means? It will make our price go up. So that is why we left him with his responsibility to go and handle. When he finishes, he will now comment and continue from where we stopped. So there's no cause for alarm. So that we now moved into the other one. Instead of waiting for that, we got another beautiful place too. We are working on that. We are on that one too. So we move on with that one. So the other, if you want to send flyer to anybody, check the flyer well. If he carries that one that has promo, you know that is the wrong one. Don't send that one. All right. The one we are sending now does not have promo. It's 2.5 flat. All right. And the one that has a Abakaliki, Enugu Abakaliki Expressway, an MPC. You see it. But the other one has MN and has Caritas University around it. That one is the one we suspended. So we want to send flyer. Always check it before you send. So you send the one that we are posting now, which has Enugu Abakaliki Expressway that has an MPC depot in it. That is the one that we have. So when we are done, we can convert the other one to phase 3. All right. So straight move. That is why we decided to do it like that. So and that is what we are going to move with. The flyer is available. Well, before we go for this thing, we print more in order to go for it with it. Now we have new people with us who came all the way from Ikeja. How many of us are here from Joyce? Where is your group? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand up. Let's welcome them. You see, these are from Ikeja, and they are team workers from Ikeja, been working from a distance. But I said they should come here today so that we synchronize with them. And then the other group from First Time that will come next time, also invite them. So for you to know that you are not alone. There are many people that are working from far and near. So there are people in Lekki as well. There are people in Port Harcourt who are working. But we can't import them to Lagos now. There are people in Aba working. Some people who are on Onitsha. Far away, that's how we scattered. And some people, it may interest you to know, some people in Germany. I spoke with them yesterday. In Germany, one woman coordinated them. in Germany. They made calls yesterday to make inquiries, this and that, and that. Somebody is going to call, and the woman, they sell a lot. Oh. They sell a lot. Selling phase 1 Enugu Asaba. Selling sold in phase 1, phase 2 Asaba. Sold in phase 1 Enugu. And they are working towards this. The one that are pressing now is this phase 2 Enugu. They are pressing to be part of the benefit. And don't forget the promo for 1 bag of rice when it makes sense is still there. All right, it's still there. And then we talked about we have a promo for recruitment. And some people are registering on their own, but some people are not taking it serious. But don't, not the same. Go ahead.
What's the commission structure?
Is number 15, 5, and 3. And any sales you make, but not for Asaba. Asaba is not part of this, a part of it. Enugu estate, anything, 1 bag, 1 plot you sell. You get your commission, you get